Shalini Pasi is the original Geet.
बहुत मैं अपनी फेवरेट हूँ.
There is a saying, a hero is only as great as the villain they face. Currently, Shalini is receiving the kind of popularity, love, and media attention that Riddhima wished she got. Finally coming in the limelight after being in the dark for so long. But unfortunately for her, Shalini was there too. And the more Riddhima felt threatened by Shalini, the more she attacked her, along with other contestants, and the more popular Shalini got in the eyes of viewers. And she ended up becoming the hero, or in this case, the heroine, that we didn't deserve but needed. So, I was thinking, what should I talk about first? There is so much that Shalini has already given us. But being a woman, and how much we are constantly at risk of harassment and being preyed upon, I think the most important thing for us is to trust our instincts.
When I went to Varanasi and first time when I went there, and I went to some, I wouldn't name, one hotel on the old guest houses on the Ghat. And I went in and I felt this thing, I felt suffocated and I felt so afraid. And it was almost like a panic attack for no reason.
Okay.
And I ran out and I told the guide, I cannot sit there. I couldn't breathe. I'm suffocated. I don't know what's wrong.
Okay.
He said, come. And he's like, that was a death house. So death houses were where people used to come to, in their old age. Like they would come to Varanasi and wait for, to die so that they go to heaven. They get moksha. So I could feel that energy. So if we can feel that energy in the death house, I can obviously feel that energy in a temple.
That gut feeling in the pit of your stomach whenever you are in some sort of shady situation is trying to protect you. I know not all of us encounter death houses in our life, but we do encounter creepy men, creepy situations, or that slimy person who is extra nice to everyone, but you just know in your gut that something is very wrong with them. All of that is your instinct, trying to protect you from any mishap waiting to happen to you. Trust it and get out of the way. Or stay away if it's a extra sweet but slimy office colleague. And I know that initially saying no to someone and walking away feels very uncomfortable, as if you are kicking a puppy. Because as women, we are socially conditioned to please everyone and say no to no one. But you need to realize that you are the star of your own show. It's your life, and others are simply living in it. You are not the main character of entire universe, but you are the main character of your own life. And as such, you don't need to cater to anyone to make them comfortable at the cost of your discomfort. You get to say no if you feel uncomfortable, and that's it, for no other reason. And if someone's feelings are hurt, well, they are adults, they can deal with their own hurt feelings. Your priority is your own safety first, not someone else's comfort. They can go to a therapist to deal with their hurt feelings. Speaking of comfort, not only do you not need to care about someone else's comfort, you also need to give up your own comfort if you want to achieve something great, something bigger than what you have already achieved.
क्योंकि मैंने सोचा अगर कुछ चीज़ ऐड करनी होती है लाइफ में, कोई एक्टिविटी, तो एक चीज़ निकालनी पड़ती है, क्योंकि हमारे पास उतना ही समय है, उतना ही एनर्जी है ऑब्सेशंस के लिए.
I think a lot of us scroll on social media to a fault, or maybe watch too much Netflix. And honestly, I personally need to give these up myself if I have to do something better with my life. Because if I don't stop scrolling, then I would spend my entire life watching someone else's work instead of creating my own.
आप मूवीज नहीं देखते? क्या बात कर रहे हो आप?
I feel that I'm spending my life watching somebody else's work.
There is no worse feeling than that. You know that you feel used, as if the precious moments of your life were used up for someone else, and you are not gaining anything out of it. The return on that investment is negative. So why not invest my time and energy on doing something productive? And a lot of you need to do it as well. I don't even need to know you to call you out on your social media addiction. And if a multimillionaire or billionaire like Shalini can do it, even though she won't lack anything in life, if she doesn't do all of these things, then you can do it too, especially if you are borderline broke or unhealthy. And you know what? I think a lot of us want to do things, but we don't execute them because of fear. Fear of failure, fear of log kya kahenge, knowing that you would have to give up a few or a lot of your bad habits if you want to walk on that path of achieving your goals. The bad habits which you actually enjoy doing. So we end up procrastinating and overthinking a lot, and nothing ever begins or finishes. And Shalini came up with a solution to that.
हर चीज अगर सोचोगे तो कभी नहीं कर पाओगे, अगर उसके रिpercussions सोचोगे तो कभी भी नहीं कर पाओगे.
आप सोचते हो अपनी सोचते रेपरकशंस.
हाँ, बिकॉज अगर आप सोचने लग जाएंगे तो फिर नहीं कर पाएंगे ना. कर लो और फिर भुगतो.
Most of our overthinking happens because we are too obsessed with our own selves. We take ourselves way too seriously, and that our image will be ruined in front of everyone if something insulting happens to us in the process of doing something new. And Shalini has an interesting story to share with us.
Yaks.
ओके.
हाँ, yaks is that top.
या या.
वहाँ पे ना हजारों yaks थे वैली में. मैं इतनी खुश हो गई तो मैं गई वहाँ पे, तो मैं ना yaks की फोटो ले रही थी. फिर एक yak ने ना मुझे आके मार दिया तो पीछे से. तो मैं गिर गई थी काफी जोर के. तो मैंने अपनी टीम को कहा, आपने फोटो लिया, आपने वीडियो लिया, याक ने मुझे आके मारा, आपने लिया? ऐसे नहीं, हम आपको बचाने आ रहे थे. तो मैंने कहा याक ने तो मार दिया था, तो वो फोटो ही ले रहे थे.
And I am guilty of taking myself too seriously, of worrying about humiliation, mainly because I have been a victim of mockery in my childhood, and that makes me extra sensitive towards people's comments, especially when people are laughing at me. But Shalini makes me want to take a leap of faith and simply start enjoying life, not take life too seriously, and drown out the laughter and mockery of people with self-love. And I hope you can do it too.
Happiness happened,
Yeah.
but I try to see it for a silver lining. People forget to see the silver lining in everything, you know.
Speaking of self-love, everyone who has some sort of physical insecurity, like too skinny or too fat, with acne or wrinkles, with crooked teeth or big nose, and is now trying to love themselves a little bit more than they did in the past, everyone who is trying to accept themselves for who they are has most likely come across the concept of healing your inner child. Well, if you look at Shalini and the way she lives her life, she is the epitome of healed inner child. And here she is talking about inner child and how to bring it out.
Well, I see a lot of people who I'm trying to get in touch with my inner child with therapy and I think basically, like, what is a child? The child is one impulsive.
Yeah.
The child is always wanting happiness.
Yeah.
And always inquisitive.
Yeah.
Right? And wanting to do things and being creative. Like they'll draw something on a wall, but not irresponsible.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you don't have to just suffocate yourself. People are just like, oh, no, I'm grown up and I'll behave like this. And they forget their inner child.
Yeah.
She simplified all of the complicated stuff that I had heard about inner child healing. Shalini's way, on the other hand, is direct. It's in the present moment. Just live out everything that you want to do without suffocating any desire within yourself. Only because supposedly an adult is not supposed to do that childish thing. But you know, when you start living like that, there are going to be people drawn in by your openness and free persona who are bound to get close to you to take advantage of you, which in turn is bound to hurt you and make you want to go back in your shell to protect yourself. So, how to protect ourselves before such a situation happens and ends up causing significant damage?
तो जब मैं सोसाइटी में आई तो अगर मैं थोड़ा परसोना नहीं करती तो फिर मेरे को सर्वाइव करना मुश्किल हो जाता. तो जो परसोना हैड टू बी क्रिएटेड टू कीप एवरीबडी अवे एंड बी देयर फॉर माय फ्रेंड्स बट लाइक नॉट बी अप्रोचेबल. क्योंकि मैं अप्रोचेबल नहीं होना चाहती थी बहुत लोगों से, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि लोग जब पास आ जाते हैं दे हर्ट यू or they try to use you. So
Now it took me a while to figure out how to create such a persona for ourselves to keep people away. And after watching Shalini some more, I realized that she lets out her true self, her happy, bubbly personality in front of her close friends. Only her close friends.
मेरे फ्रेंड्स हैं, उनके साथ में जो आपने बाद में देखा बिल्कुल that playful, casual, that like a child I am with them.
Yeah.
But for everybody else who doesn't know me, I'm
Like there is a wall in between. अब ऐसे
There's a
नहीं
wall.
आ सकते.
हाँ, there's a
अच्छा.
wall.
But
It helps. It really helps.
But with people who aren't close to her, she remains reserved, doesn't open up, And I guess that's the trick, to keep people at an arm's length, to not let someone in unless they have earned your trust over time. And I don't think Riddhima is going to earn that trust anytime soon. And neither would Mahip. Keeping people at an arm's length also has its own benefits. Your energy is preserved only for yourself and your close ones. And it's not wasted on strangers or random people. And that energy can be channeled into doing things that you want to do. Because as Shalini said it best,
इतना काम है, इतना कुछ करना है लाइफ में.
Hmm.
There's this quote is that miles to go before I sleep.
Hmm.
So I hear this and I'm getting goosebumps.
there is so much to do, so little time, in fact, so little life. So get the max out of your life. Conserve extra energy that's spread out everywhere and direct it towards your goal. And make sure to always keep your goals bigger than what you have already achieved. In fact, keep your goals bigger than you. That way, you will grow in the process of achieving those goals.
बेटर है. जो आपके गोल्स हैं आपसे बड़े होने चाहिए.
Hmm. बिल्कुल.
Because if your goals are mediocre, you will remain where you are. You won't grow along with your dreams. And speaking of mediocrity, one way to escape mediocrity is to study the path of great people who came before you and paved a path for younger generation.
I did start understanding that how, you know, Amitabh Ji's evolution as an actor, as what he was doing, like his struggle, like seeing a person's journey is what actually interests me. And
You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You can simply learn what they did and how they did it and apply it in your life, of course, after modifying it a little bit to suit your particular situation. Instead of mindless scrolling on social media, watching reels after reels of people dancing on Kacha Badam or whatever else that's popular these days, that will just cause brain rot. And actually reading about great people and how they used to figure out solution to their problems will instead do wonders to our mindset in the long run. I feel like addiction to anything, like alcohol, white powder, or even just social media, after a period of time makes us lose our sense of direction. It's like we become slaves to our phone's screen and lose so much time just wasting away that over time, not only does it get difficult to get away from addiction, but we also lose faith in ourselves that we can actually do something with our life. It has happened to me in the past, and the feeling of being a failure is the worst feeling ever. And it takes a long time to find yourself back from that place. And as a woman, you don't even need addictions to forget your goals or paths in life. It also happens after you get married or become a mother. We are told to give up our everything to our relationships, and we end up emptying ourselves to do that.
I've lost a sense of direction and goal in life and found it again. But many, many women since I was growing up. And, you know, they basically, you know, when the child is young, the Indian mother is just taking care of the child and the house and everything. And in between, she loses her own dreams.
Yes.
I'm not someone who's going to sit around and
Cry.
और आप खाली घड़े से पानी तो दे सकते हो नहीं. So you have to pull yourself back a little bit and start taking care of yourself to get back on track, so that we don't end up losing our own identity while playing the role of a wife, a mother, sister, or daughter. So with this, I'll leave all of you to find yourselves until I'm back with the third and final part, where I'm especially making a compilation of all the things that Shalini has talked about: body positivity, how to dress yourself, how to carry something specific, how to stand out from the crowd, and all things similar to that. Basically, last part will not be about goals and mindset. It will solely focus on your body and how to make your body look its best. If you want to see that video, subscribe and turn on your notifications. Until then, I'm gonna go. Bye bye.